Hey traders, everyone, welcome to you, and in this video we're going to look at 8 Paul Tudor Jones quotes that will change your trading. Stay tuned. Hey traders, everyone, welcome to you. Okay, so Paul Tudor Jones, if you're a subscriber to this channel, you know that I really like the guy. I like to study the best traders, and I like to share what I've studied about these traders, the quotes, the things that they think matter, the books, all the stuff with you guys in videos, short bursts. I do videos on other traders. I've done videos on PTJ before, but sometimes he comes out with a new one, or I find a new one, I think, oh, that's a good quote to share. So I've got the laptop here. I'm going to read them from the laptop so I don't paraphrase and butcher the quotes. These numbers here, 8 of them, are to guide me so I know where I am on the screen. But let's talk about them, and let's hope that we can take a few of these and take them for ourselves to become better traders. That's what it's all about. Right. Let's go. So number 1, market turns. He says here, I believe the very best money is made at market turns. Everyone says you get killed trying to pick tops and bottoms and you make all your money by playing the trend in the middle. Well, for 12 years, I've been missing the meat in the middle, but I've made a lot of money at tops and bottoms. I've heard him say this before. You may have heard him say this before. This, to me, isn't something that you should take away and say, okay, I'm going to pick tops and bottoms. What it means is you do what works for you. You find what works and you stick with it. If that is trading trends, that's trading trends. Ed Sakota, trend guy. Paul Tudor Jones, not a trend guy. He's good at picking tops and bottoms. The point is, there's no right or wrong way to trade. That's the biggest takeaway from that. That's the biggest takeaway from that quote. That's the thing that you need to think about. All right, number 2, risk reward. Good one here as well. I'm looking for a 5-to-1 risk reward ratio. 5-to-1 means I'm risking $1 to make 5. What 5-to-1 does, it allows you to have a hit rate of 20%. I can actually be a complete imbecile. I can be wrong 80% of the time and I'm still not going to lose. Listen, this is the power of risk reward, guys. You know, it's all very well saying the chances of success on the trade, and that is a key part as well. But risk reward, you know, if these guys like Paul Tudor Jones, one of the best traders in the world, is saying, hey, it comes down to finding those 5-to-1 risk reward trades, shouldn't we be replicating that? Even if we're trading on a short term, should we have something that is giving us 100 points, 100 pips upside for 20 pips downside, whatever it may be? The point is, guys, this is the key to success. And he's even saying, listen, I can be completely wrong all this time and still make money. Something to think about. Maybe your risk reward is not quite 5-to-1. Maybe you need to get it to be there. All right. Where you want to be is always in control. It's number 3, guys, control. Where you want to be is always in control. Never wishing, always trading. And always, first and foremost, protecting your butt. So, listen, this is a good one for new traders, as it is for seasoned traders, advanced traders, intermediate, wherever you are. You always want to be in control of the situation. You never want to be hoping. We've probably all been there. We've gone, oh, come on, I hope this thing's going to come back. And that is the worst possible thing. You're in a state of weakness. You know, you're not taking control of the situation. And he literally just says, take control of the situation. Never wish, always trade. In actual fact, it doesn't necessarily mean trading out of it. It means always doing something. You're in control and you're happy with it. Or if you're unhappy, you get out of it, which comes down to number 4, cut losers. If you have a losing position that is making you uncomfortable, the solution is very simple. Get out, because you can always get back in. There's nothing better than a fresh start. This is a great thing that I've taken on board as a trader, and I urge you to as well. If you're in a trade that you're really uncomfortable with, don't think about it, cut the thing. Get out of it, reassess. If you still think it's a good trade, you can get back in, especially with your trading costs so low. It's such a low thing to do that it allows you to think clearly, allows you to think better. And listen, you don't have to get out of it completely. You can cut it. You don't have to get out of it completely. You can cut it half, cut it a quarter, whatever. But just doing something sometimes gives you the energy and the catalyst to look at something more objectively. All right, where are we now? Number 5, be a contrarian. This is a new one, actually. By watching my first boss and mentor, Ellie, which I think Ellie Tullis, I learned that even though markets look their very best when they are setting new highs, that is often the best time to sell. He instilled to me that the idea that to some extent to be a good trader, you have to be a contrarian. Now from this, I don't take away that you should be fading new highs all the time. Of course not. Bull markets are new highs for years. But what he's saying here is, or if I read between the lines correctly, and stick in the comment section below if you agree with me on this one, is that you've got to think a little bit sometimes against the crowd. Sometimes the crowd is right and it pays to go with the crowd, but sometimes you've got to think against and think, hey, where could this turn? Why is this so bullish? Why is this so bearish? Is it overdone? Is it this? Is it that? And that ties in with the fact that he makes his money in market turns. So he's not riding trends as such. He's finding markets that are about to turn. He's being a contrarian. He's taking the counter trend view on it and he's timing it nicely as it rolls over. So it fits in nicely with his strategy. All right, where are we? The next one. The next one is number 6, viewing the past as history. I think one of my strengths is that I view anything that's happened up to the present point in time as history. I really don't care about the mistake I made 3 seconds ago in the market. What I care about is what I'm going to do from the next moment on. I try to avoid any emotional attachment to a market. Easier said than done, but something that we can all take to the trading room ourselves. Listen, it's easier said than done, as I said, but we need to, if we can, really just say, hey, it's history. It's gone. Let's forget about it. Let's reassess. Let's underline it. Let's move on. Don't be emotionally attached to a market or a prior trade. Take each trade as fresh. Each day is fresh. Each market is fresh. Analyze it for what it is. Trade it for what it is and just stick to that. And that'll make you a way better trader. All right. Number 7. This is interesting. Maybe, do I agree with this one? Maybe not. Oh, I don't want to go against Paul Tudor Jones. But anyway, the secret to being successful from a trading perspective is to have an undenying and unquenchable thirst for information and knowledge. So he is saying, hey, you need a lot of information flow in, and when he was trading, that was probably the case. Now, I don't know. I wonder if he would say this now. I don't think he would. I think we've got so much information available to us that we probably have too much. But back then he was making calls. He was doing this. He was finding out how this guy was doing, who was buying, who was selling, what the news flow was, what people thought of this, what people thought of that. And that was how he made his trading decisions. Now, I guess he would change that frame. I'm only guessing. I don't know. Maybe he would stick to the same thing. But I'm guessing now he would say, hey, you know what? We've all got a massive information flow, a knowledge flow. It's about picking the right bits of information and knowledge to make your trading decision. Okay, the last one. This is the way to make all the money, he's put in inverted commas. And what he means here, he said, listen, single time I've thought this, I've always ended up being humbled by the market. This has happened enough times for me to realize that I will probably never know everything there is to know about the market, which is fine because I don't need to understand everything that's going on in order to make money. Great final one to end on, guys. You don't need to know why something's happened. Too many traders want to know why it's done this and done that. It doesn't matter. You don't need to know, nor do you need to be really cemented on one thing that's making you money. Be humble, be calm, have the clarity, trade what's in front of you. By all means, trade it aggressively when it's working. Don't try and question it. Don't try and have the answers to every single thing out there. And if you take a few of these and implement them in your trading, my guess is it will make you a better trader pretty quickly. All right, guys, thumbs up if you like this kind of stuff. See you next one. Take care. Bye-bye.